Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this Friday edition of our Facebook Live. Lisa Lydia Scott here with you this morning. Big weather headlines to get to in just a moment. Of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. We love it when you join us live, but it stays on your Facebook feed throughout the day. So whenever works best for you, you can find it. And remember, we make it into a podcast. You can find it at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute.
All right now here in the metro area, things are all right for us.
Not too bad.
Throughout the state, things are going to be changing throughout the day.
Big changes already up to our northwest, and that is all headed in our direction. This morning in Fargo, we had 34 degrees and the wind at 9 miles an hour.
Pretty good.
Not
Nice.
bad. That's a really beautiful start to a January morning. That will not stick around. I have seen wind gusts anywhere between 45 to 56 miles an hour this morning. Grand Forks just had a gust to 55, so the wind has arrived in Grand Forks. Give it another couple hours and it will arrive here in Fargo too. The problem is that we're watching out for some snow also. A little snow, a lot of wind, and you're talking near whiteout conditions, snow squalls, like little isolated mini blizzards, near blizzard conditions in open country. All of that's going to be possible anywhere that is in line for new snow. Now, further to the south, we're less likely to see new snow today. Up north, you're in line for some of that snow, around an inch for accumulation. So, I mean, it's not a big snow whatsoever. It's the wind playing with that snow that's going to cause the issues. Further to the south, a couple of flurries, but I'm not expecting really that snow to hold together. It kind of fizzles out as it moves to the southeast. We still get the wind though, and you get repetitive gusts, 45 to 55 miles an hour, and that can break up the snow that is on the ground. That's strong enough to do that. And that can then blow around, make it hard to see, drift across the road, create icy roads. All of that is happening as this system pushes in for today. On top of that, falling temperatures. We were in the 30s this morning. We'll be down teens, 20s this afternoon, near zero by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. So it's just a continuous downhill slide from here. We hold pretty tight near zero or slightly sub-zero for tomorrow, and then the nasty cold settles in by Sunday morning.
Thanks.
We wake up minus teens, minus 20s, daytime highs close to minus 10 on Sunday. For today, winter weather advisory continues until 9 o'clock tonight, so we still have a lot of hours here of dealing with snow, blowing snow, drifting snow, icy roads, poor visibility, you name it. On top of that falling temperature, on top of the cold coming in, further out west, you have less snow in the forecast, if any at all, really none. But you still get all of the wind, and so you have a wind advisory from about Jamestown and further out to the west. Let's see, what else? What else do you need to know? DOT maps are on the Storm Tracker app. You can check the radar, visibility, all of that. We'll continue to update you throughout the day. Again, I wouldn't be surprised for some snow squall warnings as we head throughout the morning. The snowfall moves out by about noon, and then really the rest of the day is about the blowing, the drifting, and icy roads too. No melting in store too, so any of the icy roads that do happen could stick around for the next several days. Your highs are near minus 10 Sunday and Monday. Still near minus 20 on Tuesday morning, back into the teens above by Tuesday afternoon.
Jeez Louise.
I know, real painful, bitter cold. The why do we live here kind of cold.
Everyone will be asking themselves that.
Yeah,
question.
exactly. Yeah, and then any kind of breeze, we're talking wind chills minus 40
holy
easily.
cow.
So yeah, we'll be watching that through the weekend. If you do decide to travel, obviously make sure you're gassed up, winter safety kit, let people know your travel plans, especially into next week too, as we continue to have the cold air. You don't want to get stranded with that type of obviously dangerous, life-threatening cold. All right, our team's out here updating you all day long. Robert will cut in with any kind of snow squall warnings or any of those important updates. Otherwise, we're just kind of hunkering down and watching the wind pick up and the snow blow around. All right, thanks guys.
Battling the cold.
Overnight, Fargo firefighters knocked down flames that posed a threat to a business. The fire broke out near a dumpster. The fire was in the dumpster, but it was next to Corber Pharma building in North Fargo. Now, we talked to firefighters on scene. They say neighbors saw flames shooting from the dumpster. Luckily, firefighters were able to get that fire out pretty quickly and kept it from spreading, and no one was hurt.
All right, the man accused of firing shots into the air to scare another man is expected to make his first court appearance today. Court records show 53-year-old Eric Jensen admitted to police that he did fire some gunshots in a neighborhood around 8 o'clock Wednesday night in Fargo. He says the man who had been staying with the couple was homeless and stole an SUV and $400 cash. Jensen confronted that person, but the man ran from the scene. So far, no charges have been filed against him. Jensen, though, faces charges for terrorizing, reckless endangerment, and firing a gun in city limits.
Today, a man charged with attempted murder will be back in court in Moorhead. He and his son are accused of shooting at a man during a burglary that happened last August. 46-year-old Tamoris Dempsey and his 24-year-old son Marquise are accused of breaking into the victim's home and attacking him. It all had to do with the treatment of a dog. The homeowner was not charged at all in this case, but we do know Tamoris is charged with attempted murder and several other charges. His son is also charged as an accomplice and is facing other charges as well.
Today, jurors are expected to get the case of a Fargo high school staff member accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a student. 33-year-old Ashley Peterson is accused of sending 2 nude pictures of herself to a male student who has since graduated. If convicted by the jury, Peterson faces up to 10 years in prison.
Big story today. The U.S. Supreme Court could issue an opinion this morning on the TikTok ban that is set for Sunday. The
Big
clock
story.
is ticking. A lot of people are very upset. A lot of people on TikTok very upset. It could be the social media platform's last hope of remaining in U.S. app stores. However, the justices seem unlikely right now to save the company, but a brief delay might be possible until Donald Trump takes office. Also, TikTok's parent company could stop the ban by just simply selling the app to a non-Chinese owner.
Today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, for the second time in 3 weeks, there's a coaching change in South Dakota. The latest on the Coyotes' new head football coach. Plus, each of the Bison basketball teams picked up big wins last night. A recap of each of those wins, that's from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra.
Remember, now is a great time to get your Inforum.com subscription. It's your all-access pass to all these news, weather, sports headlines. Just go to Inforum.com/subscribe to check out the deals.
All right, join us the rest of the day for our newscast to stay up to date on your headlines and, of course, all the weather stuff going on. Next newscast at 11 o'clock today, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
Have a great day, everyone.